Alright, good evening. Ya mama Jo mama kwaba haya TVXYZ and a branda a 1st of July 2025. A Gumbe show and ya de erebram of the sabre kopim se a non do beba in some hurua esi wo maimono and ye di munsem nyina ebramo na ye bibi nsem nani ye beka nokre akire to me ye beka nokre na oman Ghana akonanim ye beka nokware na Ghana ni wahu se hia se usu behu se oman chichiriye no nyina yasade ne yasode se nyina yede ye ho ebegimo bi ene kintawo sabusumi ni de dikan no ena yede adwumade ebremo na Gumbe show yi every Tuesday and every Thursday between the hours of 8 kopim 10 p.m. pepepe na yede adwumade no aba na wiye se ne de bia da yede bremo no ene susu sa pepepe ene yen atena se a yede erebremo me ana de meredi adwumade o chiame me dindi Okrah Kofi Darko na nsema ahodo e wo ho a ye beka ho asem niam esi wo mamu fitilasu kinyina bepemene no ene ye beka nyina ho asem e de akyeremo ene menya abadwafo so wo betena se na yenga hwe nsema esi no nyina no yenga bobo hu yenga ka ho asem ne ye hwe o Ghana ne aban no eriya eye ene ne oye nsusu a ye wo se ye tenetene kakra no ne nyina no yedi bebremo ma abadwafo betena se na yedi dwumade no so abremo na Ghana fo mu bekaya answer na yebekwa kwato aba in 2024 no NDC the Denmark no opposition leader His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ehye bi se Ghana fo se yeto aba ma no be yo mampanyin a ade ba ko eda na kuma so abaye eni se obehwe se yebeyi da ko de esi ho na yenyina ara no yenga abompa yenga de ready ase se odi sada no amayen enti otunidi se ebeye National Day of Thanksgiving and Prayer and ne 1st of July 2025 indeed Ghana futie ye wanga bompaye wanga ye niama enti ne se dwumade no abaso national one no ye take national character no ebaso wo the State House wo enkahanom enti ne dwumade ne se ne ekoye nyina no ye de hunsem ebebremo na yenim susu se eno a owura Sami Jamfi ono eno ye CEO Emma Ghana Gold Board na wobeka ya be se bra ban ba ye no de nsem bi ba be ka kire ye se wo behwe se biai ba ko a ebeye kwan a ye befa so na yenga to gold na yenga ton gold nso no aban no de bebanti His Excellency John Dramani Mahama pa ye nua Sami Jamfi ena obedi anim ena ye gold body abakan no ne from Precious Minerals Marketing Company ene a gold board wamu so mu ma Ghana fo bre say upeso ton gold upeso to gold a one was say ube register indeed mrena won amba ni nyina no aba na wie nti wa kire se sisi ade womu di bre ni nyina aba na wie senior wo friends am drafo nhyem na Sami Jamfi kan sam ni nyina fire no ena nso ye ba bibi nsam ne mu nyina ra ade amamo na mo huni a ereko ewo ho enu susu eda nchen a nsam ahoro bi a esi wo mamu o mampanyin atena to the fact say yanemu Erica Sano for the past 8 years no government of Kufuado won antimi organize amfa ma ye senior citizens say edu 1st of July say ya befra won no ene John Dramani Mahama oni na abedi eche Her Excellency Professor na Jeno Pokwajima won asanko fasa de na ba mane adwumadi no so abaso wo the Jubilee House of the Republic of Ghana enti eyini nsem ahoro wa na dey Yariba beka ho asem enti oni mintina kopim se non du bebo no medin once again edi Okrah Kofi Darko ametwa me hutia na memra na fei ye fa dwumade na aka no enhyehyɛ so mfama mo
Timisisi etwefa me to ase ha ni kotodwe e de komene ase twetwe me fa me ntinim je me ja ene me nsem ye mo hyehyeehye na aye titiriti na me hu dia me nye
che me ba kanena me hawanu no kosisa mishia joint forces ene udompe ene waposo ni waposo ye wo ya no etutu no joint forces ene na ekwakoye mu atwuma na de atichima wo hobia no esesi no wuntini na emu ya wo ya Echwetwew efiri wusisi edefa wo to ase no wo nan ene nsem ehyehyɛw ayetitiriti medro ene never life joint fortis ene never life enu ane mahoto so
FDA aje dwedie nkratoɔ yi ato.
Ghana, get ready to win big and live large with Mega Cash Lucky Box, the game where you could walk away with instant cash prizes. It's easy to play. Just dial *426*5# on all networks. Follow the prompt, pick a lucky box and reveal your cash prize. It's that simple. Win massive, up to 500,000 Ghana cedis. Don't miss your chance. Players all over Ghana are winning now.
I won.
What are you waiting for? Dial *426*5# or visit www.megacashluckybox.com and play on our web portal. The minimum to play is 5 Ghana cedis. Your lucky box could be holding that big cash prize. Mega Cash Lucky Box. Dial *426*5# and win instant cash today. Don't wait. Remember, terms and conditions apply and is NLA approved on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Hey, why fish? Some you would know it. And the man who say I can was a moon. Okasa papa kisi ya no baha. Na nasa tataya. Okasano didn't sakatana no. Ane, but we didn't say sa papa no.
Matidia mo kanina Spanish garlic mixture and then the capsules at aroma. And I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why you nice and kasa Spanish garlic mixture and then the capsules. Hey, and yama why you come up.
A woman boy dear for Sunday with the Pedrianum. Now a boss is a bro. I want to chew hypertension. A tick or restaurant will be a target to 10 temper. Gas is yam. A Okrah Amania Muma Fuchi Crumina. A torch will walk a water Vian. I fell and Hoyan.
Enti as no Spanish Jinko capsules hana.
Spanish Jinko and no day Nura. Watch free. Jinko Biloba and soya oil moon. And my wife Jomo Daho.
Martin say I anti-aging and I'm a good retentive memory.
Now you're turning him.
Antec Herbal Center for and then pharmacies can make herbal shops and run some for 0266 11 41 11. A painful about more money for them with the infidum and come. FDA Aji a Jadian Kratui Atum.
Best Wine is your one-stop wholesale and retail outlet for all your original favorite brands of wine, liquor, champagne at unbeatable prices. You can get discounts of up to 15% off. We provide customized solutions for your events with our event planning and catering services. Buy your well-stocked hampers from us at great prices. Best Wine is also a major distributor of ex-natural mineral water. Locate us at number 34 Ninote Nyanchi Street, Jowulu, or call 050-761-3900 for delivery or for more inquiries. Best Wine, caliber of wine and liquor at its best.
Mesami Mawakwaba, we the Gumbe show, our TV XYZ. So, meeting once again at the Okrah Kofi Darko and Mitinema Mamu regular host, Ohiniba Buama Benye. And Timuni Mintina Bibian Sisa, Nebom, Mamika say streaming live our Facebook, TV XYZ Ghana, Facebook, no, TV XYZ Ghana. Ubetimia following our now the wide training so Abrame, making Gang so at the amount. Ewo issues are yade beto gwa no emu nti bomoden na follow yen ewo honom na yenyina yen dwendwo mangana ho na Ghana entumi enko nanim na ere no ye befi adwumadi na se dia na mepawchew ntema horo a mede befi ase has to do with niam horo a esi ewo previous administration mo as we speak now na the various security agencies won efi ase a inviting Crawford and as won arresting Crawford bi awo tututu won anu sene beye na akontabu ebetumi aye adwuma amayen ewo ye manmu mami fa infiasin fa free aye the economic and organized crime office for akachi aye yoko ye nyina ye nim yoko fo won adwuma wori edi na kwanga fa so na aye the regional chairman dima aye NPP amonyuku no owura huntumi kopue mu ewo ho na okoye de sa na nipa botwi ekopue mu wo ho na wokota na chi o se den wokoye yewu na enu ewiase won etumi man bill asema America nyina anase niente America na asem has to do with enkrofo binum nso a wo mu ebeso ye ewo Akufo-Addo administration no emu no the likes of Okrah Kofi Darko NFA a former CEO Edima National Buffer Stock any afufuru bi a waka to the extent they say former education minister and then the former running mate to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Okrah Matuopoku Prempa no mu nyinara okopremu either a criminal investigation department of the Ghana Police Service for won akache ananso so say either se won akọ yokofo ho sa nipa nyina won akọ ho woko ho no no empanyefo atoto won ano manipa otwa ato a wakọ ho maso Kofi Darko Kofi Ghana papa iko ho yanganti dedebi yanganti ho ya bi yanganti say party supporters anase Ghana fu bi emeta na chi wo ho esanse abanga to nsafre no anase various investigative bodies I wo man mu nyina no won atu nsafre ni say wo omranti yenkoye dede ewo ho aso asama meribisa anything amanyoku a ye friend say the New Patriotic Party MPP amanyoku no wo mu ye eku bia wo mu ye yimu ana ase oyidi ye penasem na osimesi de ye penasem ana esanse Okrah Hanan the former CEO dema buffer stock no okoyi yokofu akache eni sia difo won afiase ye ninzamu mu hwere mu no up to now ni ayenim eni say ogusu atwere abankukum ewo honom a up to now ni ayenim ani say bail conditions a womu de amano no omiti ye enti ogusu twere mu ewo honom eso hye hono adentina the New Patriotic Party leadership no won entumi mobilize disase ne woye ma wuntumi ekoye dede minye Ghana ni biom oye bokota na ti wo yoko no Hanan de onye MPP ni ana so say wuntumi sabi owo sika na se ono no sabi o oye nipa esene eye Hanan na adenti eno muntumi ko support ni bi miri bisa semo aso obi ti se ma so Kofi Darko Kofi Ghana nempo one of communicators edin some about to go reach him say identity security agencies no and to large extent no or catch a man penny John Dramani Mahama say inka on consider Kofi Darko ni age na nka mo won ko kire no this is a communicator orika bi edi ama Okrah Kofi Darko but Okrah Hanan the former CEO Edima Buffer Stock no ono obi amahu awo obi anka hu asem biara ye aso the New Patriotic Party MPP amanyuku no wo mu pe binumu asem esi binumu ana aso eku aye fa no say MPP no depending on bia baby ofri anase ejedi bia uwom ene ye de bedo ye de bepa wasem ana inka senior wo mu yema aya wuntumi no sanka obetumi ayema Hanan ana Hanan would ufri baby foforo enti you belong to a certain group of people enti would na bano me enka ho asem anase MPP me enye dede mawana tie ma me kan kire say kuwa ubedom na asem beto na asem no tuwa wonka bi ma no enye ku papa eye straight up who belong to any group of people or a society na asembeto no obehu se wode asa unkan ya ho asa unya dipa cho to hufo to hufo wate wose wadan for ni hina wadan for any obi a bra semato no obeba bagina wachi chekoko ka asem bi o se bra wanya ma unua no wanya ma me Awurade Yesu Kristo na obi di by to the extent say minority mbasebegwafo they belong to that group no that political party no what me to mpasa nante we all the way from parliament eko yoko fu akache hwe distance no from parliament eko yoko hono no any tema station ena ye right opposite wo mutimi nante wo ye eko hono ko tena fam edi wonse gugugu won baabi kikan sem ye niam wo betumi aye nyina in support of Wontumi. Hanan ogusu twerem bepemine what is NPP as a political party no won edin krata mpo aba won ota any word a wo beka say Hanan de ne asini eti wo de ebeye NPP atitaifo sani say na aba what be what is asem we be say NPP for can be what asamato no umse wonga yiwama enti adenti ana woye ganani woye babun na obaye wagini se sa nkrofo yi ana odo hu bekwa bata wo bisa wasem ni awon ni nante woye 8 years no asamato no ba ko no de to no wo se wo be support no enti yes minya gana ni biom ena ko kasa ya and the same amanyokunum the same group of people womunuya baako ye fe ni Hanan onu so the same assembly bi atono what is wanga kan wasem enti hweku a ubekwa kodom na sembe to anase bibi ebesi a wo betimi ata wachi no ena wo Ghana mebum betu fusi fa ho ebata won enya won a asembe ba wo beka se wonni mu tuhufo wate ese sani peku yi wonnim me de meka no kware na kire wo wonnim enti na Kennedy Japan ka brebi abesen koy Kennedy o se nankasa onim ne enti a o belong to sakunu onim ne enti a o belong to the NPP adenti because of sa eyimu yi oyidi okaye ho nso wo de nkaye ho so ho enti wo a wo de ho akobota saku yi no uje di se Hanan mpo ene na wonga jaw no wo a ote eyinu ho ho wo ote kroponga ekuro bi ase anase uhihye eyi ho no mu a obi anim wo now do you say amanyoku a yefe na MPP a na obedom Odi you say monochrome honom bibia nko ye maw nso say you belong to the NPP hwehunye na semtu wa enya de say obedi wachi mama to asumfa mamo na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abang papa abaneng uhwe from January up to ne kita usabusu mini de kan ya 1st July 2025 ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ono no commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces supported by Her Excellency Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajiman hwe niema wangaye what take you over from January up to now no consistently oman Ghana yensikasem etumi gina ni nanso yan niema yeto wo mamu anka kan no se ne niema ne bonete no niema bu abafem enu hwa bang na generally Ghana for se ne bufu bi ewo ye na komam for the past 8 years no I say onyankopon amma bribi abekata yenzo ma sabe oman no mu nyina mafo nyina no won akoma nyina adwudwo won akoma nyina abafem hwe pa bang no every year because of Nyama Papa warrior lintino the opposition NPP for woni asem bia wobeka etide bia de chia ato woni ayampia as I speak to you now ene uko various filling stations so uko to fuela nipo no abeba fem usho oman Ghana before January 7th I ever swear in His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nanka $1 to a cedi no was a 17 cedis to a single dollar. And now as I speak to you, a year 10 cedis, 20 pesos to $1. Sanya mapa wei numu ni ya pesanka o mampanyin da Akufo-Addo any the so-called economic messiah, economic whiskey. Obi a wose onu di waben e ba ne se yentutu sikasema waben. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia wose ombetutu mfamma yen. Ese se Akufo-Addo ka kire yen e wo Santa Maria no se sidi na ye hata nti o ma ye ma wontumi aye. Ene nipa benu and one enye economist. Baku eye communicator and another one eye educationist. Nipa benui one aka wantia bom. One the policies aba any shaba as I speak to you now. Ghana yang sidi no etumi agina ne nanso kakra. Amene one a wodi niama kwa mano ne di biba o memu. Ni obronika ne say importers and exporters. Traders ahoro a wo mu wo memu no. To the extent say the ordinary Ghanaian obekwa koto omo kwampo na nieje adenti abang papa aba yi na opeden hwesani ma we John Dramani Mahama ni NDC government wanga ye no we na Ghana fo erohwehwe enye bribia o because enyina ye nim say abang biara ni wo obeba ade beche obeka say Okrah beje 1 cedis and na no pe oba ma ye nyina tika no but ye pesa abang no a obeba no ni hihye ya obeye no enu na bebua me ma me kogwa so se mere kwa koto ne ma me hu se ne ma bo abafem nka kan no me free bia ya mete ewo around Peters Nungwa area honom na bia me ba eduma mu hanom a totro mefo for me area to Nungwa and na me free Nungwa aba eduma mu hanom man tua kra no na ye 10 Ghana cedis every blessed day. Na the same distance ewo ho nso na metua he from 10 Ghana cedis no aba he from Nungwa to Hanum eye 5 Ghana cedis pe. We ene ye rehwe sa bang be ya maye 8 solid years muntumi anye eniema sei enti munye di munye ko muka wanu ntu esakse mu ba muntumi anye he niema kwan na ni onyankopon asa no ngowu na ne dodi na aba no onye sa policies papa infa ma ye ne ye ho entoyen ene omangana eniema akonkan to the extent say yeniti meka ba kirim ama mini Erica say no yenga yempai bo etumedi ama omang no yenga ye yes nanka nipa bi say enye ye because I remember I think somewhere in 2023 any unama NPP fo one some worry canning and the alternative no scary and the alternative no and the alternative no enye na nipa na namususu no mo betumi aye no wa beseniama ni anamususu se scary no hwe niama papa waye hwe niama papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the NDC for one aye and the alternative na mo ka che yin say scary no enu ni ana any sanga hu sa de scary sa de ne ye betrem say o she ade enye mponi na ye very scary na ne betimi akọ market akototo niama kan no kuta 100 Ghana cedis I doubt you say anka de obetimi ato ana bia na eyomo omo no krampo no 5 kilos no kra no it's more than 100 cedis but ne ukọ 100 cedis ubetimi di ato mo 5 kilos no ato jene ato tomankese ene niama kekeka ho nyina ubetimi ato anwa to the extent say ubeto makre nyina bi ubedidi we ene niama Ghana fo ye hwanim enti we na kamori dada yan say alternative no scary nti kamiye ntie no Ghana fo sisia no mohu abang papa ene mohu abang bone midi mekanisa straight abang papa nka Akufo-Addo abang papa nka that time no somewhere in 2019 nka ngoto a gallon of fuel best 120 cedis and as 105 And as I speak to you, a gallon of fuel, ne boa kosoro kra na ye 50 Ghana. So wo. Esu ni nyina echi no, hwe sika twitwiri di a eyi Akufo-Addo aban enyaye. Enti sika no den na mode ye. Sika no eden pa na mode ye. And then so various security agencies no investigations are one area no. I say ye fro kunu ye be fro yere aka ho. Ye fro kunu ni kunu ye fre na ye be fre na yere nso aka ho. The likes of Yenua Gift your worry on ni kunu. Oro Charles Edu on ne yere. Ye fre okunu pe ye be fre oyere. Na say one ka ba kire mu organize ebusuan ntemfa yemfa esante Akufo-Addo ni na ebusuafo so ebefa ebi. Ipamocho Ghana fo mu hwa ban papa aba ene wankasa wunim se niam akoyi ama. Kanu mikoto electricity a credit no bia mikoto be se 100 cedis a ene 2 days pepepe nasa ene mekwa koto the same thing Ghana cedis no it me taking me be say 1 solid week minimum am use no the same thing na me use min 2 year bia mete no ho na me wo umpeyi na opeden eti mami kan tiro say aban anya manyoku ai wose de hu to won so na niam ubeye nyina be konkan de ama no has to do with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, supported by Her Excellency Professor Nana Jeno Pokwagyeman. Any NDC as a political party, because NDC is a social democratic party. Social democratic party. One a property only democracy. Say sikano na ya yendini nyina nansa na ejirima omode omuba omomu nyahwe no. NDC adwene eye Ghana fo ho. Nka senia nipa bi ni nam no kika nsam ni ade no. NDC is like the other party and I say what is MPP a. Sanka one full soldiers na but they are thinking about the country rather than ebia one political party. They are building the nation rather than building a political party, an individual. So enti uwa manyuku obeso join anyone obedi won achia ebebua wo asebebu an wohwe misabre ya me nya meka kire wa ne se nipa osuro nyame odo nyame ompe bone no se nankasa kampo se ono as a president no ni president ni sit not as a krampo no akontabu ono he is not more than akontabu a and meka kire say you should join the Social Democratic Political Party. Wong no obebua. Mami ko so na mi fa videos ahoro mra na de esan se JDM and NDC fo. Won mu shabo no won edi so. Na na dwumedi na ba so no interestingly no won anya ne politics. Won anka say they belong to this party nti won achi taifo nkuto no won mra. A national event. Enti a caution was given. Say nempo uye NDC ni mpo na say national thanksgiving adwumedi bra why wagye so be ba se no ube she NDC atade a tuntonta hu se emfa bi ma. I remember very well say committee chairman edi masa adwumedi na eba so no eye ora Elvis Free Yankra bi media team no ho ntinia oka nyina no minim o say ye hia any political party kala wo ho ena ye mami Gloria difashi nyonso edi ba pinsu bi and uhwe committee na eye muslimifo ene Christopher enti was selected individually Ghana fua won ye Ghana fua the way wo jedi say wo ya beye ene won won ye it has nothing to do with politics and indeed adeno ayeye was successful, it was colorful. Ghana fu nyina ni jey kama ne baso it was State House and across the regions and the district capitals ni nyina no e baso ye enti His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekasai ene dey ewa dwumedi no ase ena oruchem se oman Ghana fu yi hwe usha manga horo aye ne won eboshe the likes of Togo, Burkina Faso, ɛne wɔn a wakekakeka no Burkina Faso de nanse ye kakra but hwenia erisi wo Togo onyame de ye ho afofi enti wɔn ma asomdwei aba ɔman mu de a ɛwɔ sɛ asomdwei no yɛnkura mu yɛ preserve no na yɛkura mu yɛhu sɛ yɛ Ghana fo me ma amanyosɛm entity yentem me ma obi asɛm obɛka ɛde entikyem ɛbɛba yentem JDM ɛna dey ɔkasae yɛnkotie sɛ asɛm no ɔkae
to take credit but to give glory. And so today as a nation we offer this simple sincere prayer. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for what you have done, protecting Ghana in times of crisis. Thank you for what you continue to do, rekindling our hope, restoring our strength. And thank you for what you will do, leading us into a future of peace, justice, and abundance. When we look across our beloved continent, Africa, and indeed at our world, what do we see? We see conflict, we see disaster, we see instability and rising despair. However, here in Ghana, we remain an oasis of peace despite our challenges. That peace must not be taken for granted. This peace we enjoy is not simply the product of sound policy or political will. It is the result of prayer. It is the fruit of faithful believers like you who have interceded persistently for the soul of our nation on every occasion.
Anyway, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Nedei, I was a year National Thanksgiving Day and Prayer Jumedia Baso, I was State House, I was Kranghanomo, and I did not a Jimeduku Nasino. So for Pening, I was to Safreno, Kakume Binanko Bayer Pope Eddie Mayeng. Niding Eddie, Cardinal, Peter, Apia, Texan, Openi Bekasawo, Osa di Bakuya, Ehawatini, a greed. Wahoo. Ye can greed that one greediness. Obio ye greed one. Or chang armed robber. Oh, what can so be a greeder? Or chang armed robber. Essence no on treat you say to the popo the beto. Nemo no a day munina mudian. Oh, greediness. I didn't so make as overview. So befanina. Osi sadeno. Omangana ye nyai so for panik say sade no ye nyai a aninchiri ma ebe ha wadwene ye nkotie so for panik.
We need to go ahead and formulate also our own places within that vision, and that just means that we're looking for virtuous Ghanaians. We're looking for Ghanaians who are virtuous, who develop virtue and who are led by virtue, who develop a fulcrum on which their own lives would balance on a virtuous conduct and virtuous positions. Otherwise, greed will dominate this land, and when greed dominates this land, there will be a lot of negative externalities to be borne by all of us. Negative externalities, we have them already. The Okrah River doesn't sell prawns and shrimps anymore. Ofin River has become a puddle of mud. The Ankobra is already gone. Children in upstream who jump into waters that I used to do when I was a child, a stream to swim, they then are taken to the hospitals with ruptured scrotum because of exposure to cyanide and mercury. So the negativities are with us. Our church hospitals in the middle part of this country talk about increasing children born with deformities. So my dear friends, the external negativities are already with us. And it causes virtuous thinking to not simply look for personal gain and interest, but to think about Ghana as a nation. We need a real awakened sense of solidarity, fraternal solidarity, each one caring and each one feeling for the other.
eti wei his eminence cardinal apia Texan and the day obekasa me the word greed no all kind no na mama ni je yie pa enti greediness no enye wate ene bre boni ene bre hwe ye ka ni bre anya izo woni bre ade I say why boja anajo boja no wani say esoko ade mrike so nya say oni bi wo bi wo ho enso greedinti oho edu furu penti gensa fa ni nyina nsamfa ma wo greediness ni ti ena ma ne ma nkoye eti sofo ena watu yemfo wo honom no na ne nyina mu no sofo panyinga ono ena oda Action Chapel asafo ano wo maimu Archbishop Nicholas Danka Williams ono de papa ni ngosra ene mpai a oboy o se obon mpai se omanga na yansi di nimpo bia agire mpempe no o se sankofa enya yi mo wo engani more strength na fei dollar no ahode no entimi nye de enkofem na o se obon mpai se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bra owo ho se yem mampanyin within 3 years owo anase 4 years owo se odi besom ye no o se onyankopon mu ya no na onye nhyehyai se ne be ya ebeboa omanga na fo na enkoba se me ti hei makasi bia metu kwan akwa America na bia na mikoje mani be se na otwe bia bi pe na masanga ba na mo mami nya madwene se mere kwa kotena ho afibo esan se onyankopon ebeboa JDM na wa ye nhyehyai ma Ghana mabun ye ho ebeto ye Danka Williams say no canify.
Look forward in my lifetime to see a new Ghana. A Ghana where our sons and daughters will not line up in any embassy for visa to travel out of the shores of this country for greener pastures. But that our sons and our daughters will be born, raised, schooled, educated, and live and work and flourish and thrive within the borders of Ghana, and will only travel outside for vacation and holidays, but not to go and see greener pastures. All that we will see that day come. And Mr. President, I know that you don't have too many years ahead of you like Singapore. As a believer, it is also said that you can do all things, Mr. President, through Christ who strengthens you. So, Mr. President, within 3 years, make a difference. Impact this well. Change the narrative of Ghana. Let the city thrive under your leadership. Let the city flourish under your leadership. Let things get better and better and better under your leadership like never before.
Eti we of panyin ano another Action Chapel asafoi ano Archbishop Nicholas Danka Williams ena waka sasemini enti nese eno no ebrebi beso ya mangana enkoba se yebekwa amano ne mikotena abrochiri debi osi sade no ebrebi beba obompai se na bresui entumi mremu sa emfa emano enti eyi eni nsema horo ene dey ekoso our National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving ejimedeno ase na antena meko akotwa me hutia na maba no sofo panyin like word mills nso ebe bompai bi yenkoti ni mpa ya obeboy.
Believe to call for a National Day of Prayer is a sign of humility, because the Bible says if my people will humble themselves and pray. So prayer is a sign of humility. And humility comes before promotion. So I believe that this prayer time is going to lead to a great blessing and benefit for our nation. And the Bible says that I will forgive their sin and I will heal the land. And so I believe God is going to heal Ghana through our prayers. And there's going to be healing in every part of our nation's life. Healing in the leadership, healing from the hurts that have happened in our nation in the past, healing from hurts and deviations that we have made as a nation since we were founded. Healing in our hospitals, our schools, healing for our roads, healing for our politics, healing for our government, healing for every aspect of.
Eti wey ayesofo panyin ne ding edi dag Howard Mills and just asofo no nyina wongani agi se ene de adwumade atumi abaso aka yen abom kama bia ye kama edi amaye esanse muslimi fo nso ekobo won pai ewo eye Central Mosque ewo eye enkran hanom ne nyina no na ayefe nananom nso so wongani agi se ne aba wongani beje wom se yen ehu wom se bia wom gina eye bia honom na mbom no miami nim zenananom no gokpok mpanimfo kwaku free ene kwaku bronsanom wongani agi wobegunsa esanse onyankopon asane abehwe omange manema akoso ye di amaye ete honom na mede National Day of Prayer adwumade so bese na yenua sami demfi hwe amanti we sami sebita tafraje sami otunte sukura na etofam se a enye izo sami bue nano asem ba ko sami be kana se ahita Ghana fa na nyina ena no ode nsem bi bai ono asi o ma gold board sami be ka kire yenti wo mu de bre ena hihye bi aba se upese udi fa magudi hu gwa wo maima eni tie me gold board won ena mra ama won tumi se wo betimi ato gold ewo Ghana na wode akọ amanone akoton enti sami jamfi on ni team no akwa minka no nyina ka ho bi ekse bre no ebre na so omutire mu asanga so wo se yan asan stand efedi wo se tinton time ebre no wo mu fa bi nka ho biom ne nyumeku ba kope ase ba kope a government agency ayen agi atum se upese udisika kokko hu gwedidi a won no obedi no okirem se wantimi amelanse si dia me pa chow enu ntimi eni gold hu gwa ewo maima bra oni won gold board fo enya nkita hu de sami jamfi ekire nsem wo bra on friends em telefon shim.
The gold board has so far been a great blessing to Ghana, and there is no gainsaying that. Within the short period that we have operated, first as PMMC and now as Gold Board, we've exported close to 50 tons of gold from just the small scale sector. And for the first time in Ghana's history, gold export from the small scale sector has exceeded gold exports from the large scale sector, showing clearly that the small scale sector is a very important and critical sector that, as the president said, if properly harnessed, can really help the development and the transformation we all seek for our beloved country. And that is why he has established the Ghana Gold Board. And so we will not let the people of Ghana down. When you hear that we have exported over 50 tons of gold, because this month alone we are doing almost 9 tons of gold, then you know that this month alone we brought in nothing less than $900 million in Forex for the Bank of Ghana. And so if the Bank of Ghana has enough Forex liquidity for the market and for government obligations, and the CD is strong and stable, it is because of some of these things that the Gold Board is doing.
Eti Okrah Sami Jemfi, ono no ye Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director, ni nyina no no ye panyin ewo eye Ghana Gold Board. Eno wa kire mu no eye titi a we asem bia ni ho. Na eba ne sika kokwa na se fa magudi insensemi ma memfa eye asida soronko so enkoma eye Madam ana Dr. Louisa Hana Bisukotei. Obu adwuma yie papa na sen se na nankasa tiwesi kroma galamse fui Chinese for tiri no. Madam tawachi ye papa koso saa se na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aka no nen enti yenso ye be support mo bu adwuma obia ya asanto anen sana tenen wabo hu moden ye pa use untina wo office sa ene ye hwe no nen bo moden uni task force munye adwuma den yenso so no modi ba ye beka hu atem na wonga woni nam kuntuna se fama gudi to gold ni ade no se ne mra ne niam etene wo mu ni so mbom wankasa befa wonpe to the extent say kwai bim no bi ebekwa go to gold kwai ubehwe no na yakosi filling station wo ho. I mean how Chinese fu be ko China no ko hwe wo nsu wo ho nso won aba omai mu abese ye nsu nyina no se yenya wo mikai a former senior advisor to Ekufado ras ya osafo mafuka kire nsi ubi efi China enti den yen akoje busia wo ho nti ya kire won ade me pacho hana bisi we wɔn mu yɛ 1,000 a kyerɛ wɔn saa mipatɔ next time wɔbɛkɔ no frɛ me mede mi cameras no bɛdi wɔakyi saa ne yɛn akɔ hwɛ wɔn man gana hwɛ kɔ a ne fɛ yɛn nsu hwɛ sɛ na wɔn asɛn no hwɛ sɛ na wɔn asɛn no pɔtɔɔ na wɔn sɛ yɛnyɛ din hana mi sɛ next time wɔbɛkɔ a frɛ me ma run mfrɛ me nka James akora yɛ pɛ sɛ yɛkɔ ha mede mi cameras no ɛbɛdi wɔakyi saa hwɛ mo fra wɔ gyina hɔ yi hwɛ sukuu atare yɛ hyɛ wɔn ayɛ sɛ galamsey nsu so wɔ ho bofrei tama wɔbɛdu wɔn panyin fi so no nsu papa bɛn no wɔbɛnya anom na anyanya bia yɛn gold no ɛhyɛ asase no mu na yɛn ntu a biribi bɛyɛ yɛn asase no bɛsɛe sɛ yɛn ntu galamsey na yɛn ankɔtu gold na asase no bɛsɛe ana adanti na wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔbɛfiri wɔn mɛmu aba na wɔn abɛsɛ yɛn nsu ama yɛ hana kɔso na bo adwuma ita wachi 247 onyame onhyira oyie papaapa wa afan yɛn adusi no Ghana de hye we yɛ Gumbe show ɛwɔ TV XYZ so ɛnɛ meding di Okrah Kofi Darko me ɛna mary de ho tia me matena mu ama mu regular host ɔhene ba bo ama bɛneɛ ɔfan yɛn adusi no enyumaku bi wɔn ada romanti ɛna ne de nso me de adwumadi ɛrebra mu Solak Natural Clinic ɛka ho bi ma yɛn kotie wɔn krato yi ne mmra sisia na minima pamfo yɛtena se na yɛmfa kɔmɔtwetwe no ɛtua so ɛmfa emamu twɛn yɛn yɛbɛba sisia
yo yɛda se bɛne so yɛsɛ hyia no kwasɛm sɛ ɛne yɛhwɛ adeɛ paako paa sɛ nipa nyame amfa anom wa na wakɔ less of a human being ko nyankopɔn ka se yɛnwo ne yɛnhyɛ asase so mu eti bɛrima no ɔba sɛbe after 12 months na ɔne bɛrima na ɔmohyia na nyinsɛn ma no na my suspect red pen e da twemu den ho ato ho se emse nkrofo mo ye ka na se omo ntimi ho dia ne be ma be ma na oba bibia to no ntimi adentia nyame anya ne sa hwemo da this year fa man side e makwa saa makwa enum one ansa na bem oba betimi akonsio na se oba betimi nyinsen no eye se wotimi tu kwade efa ne kosua na se x men ka kokosua ne bi ye de ne ye moja nyame design no hwe men say why so say no pick kwa ha unse ne technical drawing no no twe ase ne ba kama ba bi en ye be fa ne nie e no we wa ha na nche ha no ovaries and as ovaries to kosua e to kosua ne se ya pa na travel na aba se fallopian tubes ni all fallopian tubes ne e hon na ye se be hu nsuo sperm no afa se be ahemfi ho afa service na pa mu no e kosua head on collision ba manyin se ba enti saa de ma describe ade bi be interfere either the egg no anase sperm no bia no ebesi be manas oba ho wo kwan e man ho bi be hyase eti oba wontimi ntu kosua no wontimi nyinsen de be mo oba e ka so wontimi ntu kosua se ebra wonye no menopause most of the time no obonse ebia wosua no okoye sebe on abortion bi okoro no bi se nka o try so wo yi ade na firi ho e na tete fa so it equables no a comma X production hokai. Number 2, you two hormones. Estrogen and progesterone. Or one hormones or more more batukusia. Obudu abe check no once and then a imbalance. Senke say 1:1. Bakwa kwa bia 4:1. E basa asi apa e more ban m to kusia. Obi bon se kosian auto by immature X. Kosian esusa e mature enough say sperm burner e betimi a fertilizer na se betimi dane nipa. Sa how we nyina nti no na bia ye fa no Solak Natural Clinic e wo ho Solak Natural Clinic se there be ye de e KNU since 2004 potential support there ya when ya format a compound actually with me abo nipa cause ya de ne say research go cells na say what dust na ye ntimi an comfort no ti ne abo nipa e say fa so bia maso enti your herbal medicine na say herbal supplement e betimi abo na oba wo de an X production imbalance na aba e na kosua wontumi ya e be bo motuma produce kosua no na bre e correct ama won na motuma produce X no e bia wo de sibia wusa sebe na ho ye de bi wa na ko clear enti hono bibi buy e na to chima ma X na production I affected that ye ma herbal supplement e betimi abo across that defect na amotuma to kosua no e bia wo de ye produce no sebe e mature eyinyini ye ma onyema herbal supplement e betuma bo ammo put the mature X no na when you net ma mo travel abehye fallopian tubes nim e bia de ovarian cyst sabi ensuo bi e na ase balloon egum na be hang in front of the ovaries e na to kosua na betom kosua sabi to nsuo ma na say entina se won se wo de na da bia be 3 months na de ne mai 2 months na by e ho ma asa onyo be checks na onyema sa how no nyina no fa be dan Solak Natural Clinic obi mpo se bia ofafro enso ente sa obi so fa fro nenso ente sa how no nyina no e say confusion na ba ye no sebe na de no emflow yi e o ma na aba na ko etu say eboa no a na ase de onyem no botwa scan no sebe e just ko keke ente bia mayo ma na say fabo no does bi e na beta abesi ade na no on so ba menses na emflow yi no kakra de ka mu no e be e fa hen anamaje be son koyo okoso da si apeno kwa hey I saw you me uncle na enye na bia mesro o menses na emflow yi de ka mu no a chemical changes ba wa ade no e na eso be kakra 18 and saying I want what kweden amwa sha se enya cloth bi abeda sebe ade na no meka wo buna no eti abe block ya no eti ko sa intra no mayo man ebe block ya na no se sperm ne ko hit ya e hu ba bia mfa enti ma nyin se ho eden ya for ni kire Solac natural clinic ye herbal supplements food supplement hodwa boni say evidence base e bit ma dissolve sodium ama sebe wo buna ada ho ma sperm etma dwane afa ho no ama nyin se aba afementinsi mema ho die na bema bema ka sese bo ntime ngo mema na ye hwe ne ma mienu moso side no ye hwe the quantity of sperms I will produce ne dodo to ye hwe the quality of sperms I will produce now quantity no ye hia 20 million per mil of sperm fancy bia me fa 1 mil keto bi of your or semen na e se hia 20 million sperms and above adenti nyankopon ye ne se bi kura to 55 ni ade na obinya sa e mo dade say e mema kan ye ta ye no o matna o ma ye adwuma o ja ho meka o ma electric welders to drivers o moti engine seat ne so no on se air shipa man so ade bi on se awia bo na yom ye shipa o bon se o madwoa no mema no de beti se man nti ase o bon se aka ko hye ade na se e o man se awo ba o bon se afi edi tache ne aye mo emremremre de tell say sa enema tu nyankopon de ba habo foto menu na de bia ba ko left right no wo ye ne say empe heat ana say empe hyew enti yet na oven na what say wo twintotro be say boni ye ode insulators ana say form ahodo gu so say enku hye say the heat ne emma de no timi so de na tete ya aye won ata ko pe bi gu so say the bear because more na e che ho no na sperm produce no bon so be test no no nya de fen oligospermia na say low sperm count and yes on produce the intent produce say temperature conditions are required set testicle with my produce enough sperm no what deviate na say wo no sa condition farmer no say heat no I excess ama no it is sad neighbor da na so de na tie solution ho ana obisu de ante sa e bia wo so no of no beto hweye what she free to so nya accident no e no beta ne madwoa ne so etu bon so beta na so no se madwoa no issue kakra ba ho e na ade bi e friend very close I say dilated vein eye vein na e nourish testicles no me fa na say vein no ya ade moja na mu moja na di nutrients any hormones ahodo e kona nourish testicles no obi ane de no enya accident bi sabi emu no e dilate ana say emu ne pae ana say e kase bro so ana say emu na si enti ama nourishment testicles ehia produce ama no unyai sa how we nyina no yesi fa bedan Solac natural clinic mamusa question baako miniso ba okra bia 12/9 adenti here 20 million sperm per mil adenti ya they tell say ye communicate de kwaya meni nipa kakra say won na fusu metu no be ye kwaya 20 million dia minim say man ka me ho a obetume na mirika ne mo ahye et momentum mass and velocity abede kom yese sense sperm no adwuma so erade ho ye e so asomo da bia e se fa himfie ho fa service nim e fa wumbuno na head on policy koka kosua no e ma nyinse ba eti bia wo the count the form yese bra Solac natural clinic yenya wo smell analysis hwese wo de no count the form your herbal medicine ma bo na boost to count the man within 3 months ubon say less than 3 months run maximum 3 months no what means so hokafo amani jiaba ye hwe quality of the sperms no sperm na nkasa wo produce wa bro ni say so nya overhead ni tinia round enya me dia ache you round say obi sperm wo produce ni tinia kwa square na sanya word si tail ese ni tail no ho a ebetuma shimi obi sperm produce ni tinate obi so weakling sperm ubon se ne sperm no enya hoden etubon se eso travel kosia no kwa asa obi ya bo no otumrika 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 wona mo sabon se na time na so na kosia na edisen na beto wumbu no ntem paniti agoka no obi dey say abnormal sperm wa bodam wodi kosia sia so nko no opposite so na adwenye your herbal medicine boni say evidence base e bet ma call that deformities na ma wo no what menya ba ato na so when na e Solac natural clinic ye diende Solac natural clinic enkran yoko komlemle aha enkran ye wo kokomlemle Harvard Senior High School nche ho na ene butuo enkran ye kokomlemle Harvard Senior High School nche ho na ene butuo ene Kumasi so kentin krono ene Shell filling station in the enimhwe kwasi bia fa awasa ye no obi nko discuss na akase se wo ye krawa ogugu ani masemesre wo puso ho ani nkomo sesia ye never this so no ede djuma e wo solar data clinic no e ye 0553 93 2631 0553 93 2631 0553 93 2631 sister obompaya ache oba no so obompaya nya me na bejan dada o solar natural clinic kokomem na wo su ye ma no kokwa me sika asa be fa no kofi ne fa no fo no to aso ene orinya se ne nsaka empire no solution aba e wo solar natural clinic ye twa sesi a number be edisi no 0553 93 2631 0553 93 2631 nah be fa no ko na ye twen sesi a
Hi. Now, let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Obrabo eye edwumada. Ebwa eyam eduane. Ebwa eyi insa free ni peduane. Na ebwa woni pedua ma etena ho yi. Nanso, wonim se niema a yedi na yenom. Timi ma brebo ye edwumaden sen pote.
Mehunda. Me brebo ye juma pa e bia se me tumi ye bibi bo me brebo
ani and no intina what the live here from the Moses Clinic ne herbal center aba herbal food supplement we see pa de bo brebo ama e ye juma ye
na e ye juma
fatopa ye no anopa ne enwumre na eboa ma obrebo ye juma ye sane be ya e betimi anyam aduane a wodi esiesi ni peduane mu eyi mu finsi ye
eno na me brebo kia pa
Ubenya Live Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets a ebeo. Sa wope dodo so etu a. Fre 0244 06 8447. Live Kid, wa wo brebo, wa wo nipedia. Edro yi enye ma apemfo, e ma ema omomanofo, ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumien. FDA age dwedie krato yi atum.
If Okrah na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fapa na menya bosia, edia tre medjuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre, mi yebusia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ya hodo bi te se dwadefo abosia, ekokro bosia, susu account. And it so wo savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422918896. Na won so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Yes, I am a Makwaba, the Muba TVXYZ, so a Gumbe show, Medindi Okrah Kofi Darko, Mitinemo, ama mo regular host, Ohineba Boama Benye, and a day of fine younger Dusuino, a young Como Chicken, or fine ya Babidi Nkomo, and Como, and a Babidi or Mangana Count Conti. Na Mimpenny Fana said, me my pamphlet day, Mini Wong, Babidi in Como Sabrino, a opening Quanchra for our no. And also wanga wamudi niyama ekwa manone ekoton esan ekrebi ba omaimu ya fra Importers and Exporters Association one executive secretary leading the Okrah Samson Asaki Awingobet mira memoajo
Jiso
bibi abokode
adompa
all right me da sine fe nipa to so eye benua ono so ka ho ene mini no eba be di dwuman eye Okrah Abdullahi Sakra Nipadodo Efreno Zionite or can National Communication Team member home edema the ruling NDC amonyokono Zion Mwajo all right okay ene nyamia senti nipa benwe na mini won eba betwetwe enkomo sabre copy se no do ebebo me pacho wadwen kire obetimi dia bra yen e wo Facebook TVXYZ Ghana TVXYZ Ghana ya backing kan ni nyinara ete amount na bribia aye kama na mefiase nkomotwetwe no ase ede free mirror Samson Asaki Awingobit mefiase dia if you know say and that day brana National Day of Thanksgiving and Prayer jumede no ekoso no ya hwe TVXYZ ne hu ye pa se na me rei oginem pa odi asaw ye kama menim sibiana nani na je keke wana se jumede na ba so nti na oye ya na Rasaki. So National Thanksgiving Day ne abaso and that's any adjumedi ni nyina ekofa no impression wo
mami che ehwefo ene Ghana for ina na minche mini akuma me baba to no studio minim se adwuma na yeye no ewa amanfo mo ho bonte na mo hwe adwuma yeye the Importers and Exporters Association, I begin it from scratch in 2014, and it is about God and country.
Okay.
That we are serving. People will say that Otto Abamam Nimbabe ya Samunmana Besumo Otto Abamam Nimbabe this year Besumo Otto Abamam Nimbabe MP and Besum and now Mampay. But we have so many ways and means that we can contribute your quota from even your community. You find yourself. And see, I'm happy that he has spoken nicely about off-air.
Okay.
And I don't want him to start. I want to say that I appreciate his comment before he even starts to begin to say what he wants to say.
Okay.
And Okrah say, Mayanda Yankopon ase say ene da sonkwa Ghana for ana omampenya yato about 6 months ago. During the 2024 campaign no. Who say the clergy or Empire or ye be one Okrah or ye be one Kumasi.
Yeah.
I don't know whether if he replicated in the other regions or not, but I can vividly remember what was held in Kumasi and Accra. And I think he made a promise say Yankopaya Dum na Ghana photo about no Mampia. He will fix, there will be a day set out in the calendar. Na Ghana for na near Kabum near Bompire. Mini ajeta mamba betano can say community chairman Honorable Afrey Okrah.
Yeah.
Can say ya baba yesa addition corona ma obibia mfa party colors bia mba ho. Nti ampa okoho ene anapa no bo ho se ne national character ga obia kita Ghana flag.
Yeah.
Obia is no white come. Na em say Jumento ana ajululu your friends and back friends.
Jack
Alulu, one of them na umba to yum.
Yeah.
Na no Jack Alulu. Em say two sisters.
Okay.
Sama no to yum na na yes me piba ni
spirit in the foul.
Because da ye na catch Yankopon say ye born be afache. Say Ghana ye born afache. Now reset Ghana for us, renew Ghana for us, and that is set from the top to the bottom. And so yeah, na there some nyame near bomb pie say your man pain say this is the path, this is the good way, let us all follow him. And so when there's praises and worship, now you call sorry name. And say to you man I read a year now say ko yi krompo ayenkola see akraba tibuko akola you know maybe 10 years 15 years krompo yi kropa one say am for to be no omba bottles anambwa to say a year program na ko na ye program nti say to you man say celebrity then Ghana for watching now who say ampa Ghana de ye do ho now you could see say all the political parties were there. All the political parties, APC, PNC, member party or GFP, young Father Christ, or more, MPP, Nanabi zones and Nanabi Jai or minority than really scripture, you know. So you could see, say, all the political party divided, and who say, Oman Penny that John D. Ikufo, can a man speech message. Just 6 months ago, I'm being not dire so also on my message. Dr. Hillary in his blessing my party founder Nere flew on my message. Emisata in his blessed memory Nere on my message. Former President Rollins in his blessed memory Nere on my good message. And so have so many fraternities. So I can tell you that any idea you from there no yes I call you sadi Mapiachi Esa Muslim community. Yes, that's almost yes. Our central mosque. The whole of today has been very, very busy, and I'm told say it's replicated in all the regions. Most of the regional levels was and district level. So that was a good day for us. So of course, I've gotten text messages. A lot of people say, "Hey, we saw you dancing. We saw you dancing." Of course, yes. And I want to say, it's good. You cannot get other countries. You can't get them like that together. And I think I can say that I, as a political party, national chairman, I can say it's a Ghana politics. And you could see from the speech from the president, and even at the end of the day, what sufficed me, what really sparked me was when Omampi can say, even Okrah in public office, no, he's not above the law. And that is how we should be humble, humility, really shown, and that is how he cautions his appointees that whatever you are doing today, you will be asked one day to account. Accountability is high. And so that is the way to go. And so if you saw me dancing, that was the reason why I was dancing. But me baba trahano. No, some be a hammer. Na me jiri say chief of staff in station ni I'm paying so me so also T station.
And the answer no be ko hono. Mama ma onu anso so na me mbisa no. And edwumade answer na wako sa insema how no wetimi akan no asem. Zion. So National Day of Thanksgiving and Prayers abaso kama. Reports meaning so a communicator report amonya free other regions no net today aso nkrofo etimi ko esa na say only the national one no and nipa bai sa
mecha wona mecha wahwefo nyina obojuma Gumbe show is one of the best shows I see now again say gisem across the nation na obia participate here any general we share reporters now across Ghana now Omina can say yes it was welcome and people trooped in now ade bakuna mamekai you can say yes Susano ade bakuna ne very easy Christian one you call Muslim one exactly and then no 24-hour economy so cost report easy now ade bakwa ye kai and he said, prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. Prayer is the master key. Jesus started with prayer and ended with prayer. Prayer is the master key. See, we Emma Mikai said, I did diano. We start and end with prayer. Now, per se, Bibi Jina year and Bible. And when I hear, you know, any politics. Obia who is involved Ghanani, our Ghanania and Akuma or do a woman, invite Obia or more ye amount for crap politics near no amount for him say being yet in conform in your mocha
Yeah.
But ye jani na ye bibiam resetting na ye kano. This is the basic of resetting.
Okay.
We are resetting every aspect. Inti my cow, my till, min pewasem, min do, ebe fi obiamu. Let us start afresh. This is Ghana, and we are building the new nation. Inti niye echum.
Okay.
We need prayer, and trust me. We share incremofo. Mobile, we share Christians or mobile, we share traditional heads, any I can for mobile. Nina, ya kaboom, and my young say yes, Ghana and Pabo any here. And Yamikra Ekache or 2 Chronicles 7:14 or say, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, what will I do? I will forgive them all their trespasses and I will hold them high. Until this is a timer, Yesu Echenyame say Ghana, nkwa omotwa ehu nyina ehia no, ntokwa ene insensem ho. Yesre nyame. We yenim say everywhere, every time bia ntokwa si. But Ghana nko de nyame akwa emu ama ntokwa ensi. And we share from 92 up to now, adom ene ye kwente do baby I say 1st July, very significant. Reference history no more. And what do we do to hold it high? And one in Bible, let us humble ourselves. We are going to God on our knees and we are praying to Him. See, and Bible, you know, if we are come and ye party in Bible, and a national prayer. And I think say Yamis wedding,
but nana no more mugun some say ene ye huom. Omama a national event.
Omobai only say, unse na omo mugun san. Omo ina ye ni head.
Okay.
Inti we a national event inti yama ahimfo no. Only say
very representing
nana bia ogunsa bia. Ogunsa ema akonya bi. Na akonya no owo ura. Inti ye invite nkonya ura ni na ema mubai. Inti a national thing inti ye say ye kokofre we afre we. Oya there ugunsa ma akonya bi. This akonya no you inviting the head. So it is national thing. And ugunsa no ya ugunsa wo ho. Just because of a reason. What I say it is prayer. Ohene no egunsa ansa no why then waba we pia bonti nti osumani ni bia. We are bringing everybody together. Ye nja obia wo because I can follow a part of our day-to-day activity. So you obia free mo ina but just that you are invited say we but you invite obia as a body. You invite mo ina and a buy. So we did that very well. And you catch you almost the moment I say obia also bia no wakonya no I invite no.
Okay.
So that's it. Nti amamani de a national event.
But I say Abdul Sakra the day I nyina different way Zionite or no. And I'm obtaining a communication team member and my NDC among your corner. My men come back to a mirror. Some say Asaki a wingo beta catching. I mean, and near ye discussing a city appreciation or uko a sushan janabia a porta hoa charges in a tidang abba feman as still I was shown na effect bang and they are both negative and positive and who some etidang anti. My main college and be but answer and no say or was send briefly of say or can one sem enti Mirasaki.
Yes, Medasi. No me can say me did say aban at the good Jubilee House.
Yeah.
And wherever they are, I'm sure even though ya bread, but definitely say Gumbe should a for her. And it's anytime me buy me can't recognize Maritime University as some.
Sure.
Maritime University gets around Ngwahaya.
Yeah.
Now it's made up of 5 countries. Semikaya, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Ghana, Cameroon, and then Liberia also. Yeah. We have 5 nations that made up. Now by agreement, no. Ghana has a slot, that is the vice chancellor slot.
Okay.
Now we have situation at the Okrah Martin University where there were a Ghanaian professor or the vice chancellor used to be a Ghanaian who were suspended some years ago.
Okay.
And 3 years ago we've had a Liberian who has been acting as the acting vice chancellor for the Okrah Martin University.
Okay.
It has come to a point that the last Saturday there was a graduation there.
Okay.
And before the graduation, we have what we call board of governors meeting, and I know for sure that the Ghana had interviewed a candidate through the transport ministries.
Okay.
And the board of governors of the school is made up of transport ministers of these 5 countries. And I know for sure that the minister of our transport presented the nominee name at that
meeting,
board of governors directors meeting.
Okay.
But I'm told, say, along the line, the minister has to catch up with his flight to fly. And so it seems the minister did not nominate somebody to step in for him. And because, as we know, that the transport minister doesn't have a deputy minister.
Okay.
And I think the transport minister needs a deputy minister if the president is really want to reset Ghana. We need, because this is the time that we have a transport minister that has aviation, that has the port, that has railway and other areas.
Everything.
It's a big ministry.
Yeah.
And so the minister leaving to catch up for his international assignment could not put anybody to see through to the meeting. And based on that, they deferred the appointment of the professor that they were supposed to appoint. The Ghana presented as our candidate to become the next vice chancellor, substantive vice chancellor position, which is a position solely for Ghana. And the 5 countries that I've said, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Gambia, and the Cameroon, also that I've made mention of. When the rest of the 4 countries, they're supposed to bring their reps to be part of the management or to work in the university.
Okay.
So when they are bringing their rep, it is not the board of governors that's set to interview the person. Countries second. So let's say they are seconding somebody to come and work, or they are bringing their rep to come and work in the university.
Okay.
So if Ghana is also appointing somebody, there's no way Ghana will have to pick the person to the board for them to for it to be published for the whole 5 countries, nations, for it to get a candidate to go through a vetting within the board of governors. No, it's not done like that.
Okay.
Ghana will have to interview who we want, pick the name, and go give the board of governors. And they will then, the board of governors, concluding their meeting, will have to announce.
Okay.
And then appoint the professor.
Okay.
So this professor there was a panel at the Ministry of Transport. The candidate went through the interview. The minister went to the meeting, tabled the name, but the minister could not finish the meeting and leave because he was traveling. Because of that, they have deferred.
Wow.
The board concluded. There was a graduation. There was no name mentioned. As we speak, after every governor board meeting of the University Council, and the ministers, because I told you that the board of governors is made of transport ministers of various countries.
Yeah.
So those ministers have gone. As they have gone, they will be, within the 4 working days, they're supposed to do what we call staff endeavor to announce whatever came up from the board of the government meeting. As we speak, I'm told there's going to be a meeting tomorrow at the Regional Maritime University. I have seen the itinerary. There's nothing there to show that they are going to announce that there's a new VC being appointed for the Regional Maritime University. Mr. President, we cannot. If you look at the contribution, every country are supposed to contribute every year to that Regional Maritime University. Most of the countries don't even contribute. Ghana contribute the highest.
Okay.
And if you go to the Regional Maritime University, I've been advocating for this. For the past 3 years, we have acting VC who's not a Ghanaian. We have the finance controller who's not a Ghanaian. We have a registrar who's not a Ghanaian.
Wow.
We have head of marketing who's not Ghanaian.
Really?
We have head of computer who's not Ghanaian. These are if you go to the Regional Maritime University, the first top 3 positions or top 4 or top 5 positions are all occupied by foreigners. These countries that are also part of the Regional Maritime University. So as we speak, the only slot that Ghana has is the VC.
Vice Chancellor.
And you have interviewed a VC, a candidate. You've gone to the annual general meeting. You've tabled. You could not see through. You could not appoint somebody to also go and see because you are traveling. That sit through for me on my behalf. The minister left the source, and his college ministers threw the name away.
So in this case, but at the ministry, see him say technocrats or honoma as a minister then one can
exactly what I was expecting the minister to do. Exactly what
chief directors were ministries.
Exactly what you know, I said they are made of transport ministers. So if our transport minister was traveling now, sit on my behalf. Because he left the current board chair of the governing board is I think Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Minister of Transport. He could not. He's supposed to announce it. He did not announce it. As you speak, the acting VC who has been there acting for over 3 years will continue to be the acting VC. Why?
Because minister in Hunti.
As you speak, if you go to Liberia, Liberia has built up their own maritime university academy. If they really need men good for Ghana, why would they? We are part 5 countries made at the maritime university. Why have they got to put up their own? And we still allow such a person to be there as active VC?
Okay. Mate.
I am disappointed in our transport minister. I'm serious. I went to Regular Matter University to do my master's. I am disappointed. And I think Mr. President, take it serious.
Okay.
That as you speak, we need to call this Board of Governors because without the Board of Governors approval and making the announcement, the management of the RMU cannot go and announce anything. No approval was done. If approval was done, we would have seen the letter.
Okay. What can yes you be make follow up on it? Na yes you the young no to movie. Na
number 2, Ashama Road.
Okay.
I am from Ashama.
Ashama Road.
There's no road in Ashama.
But recently, some people say na MP no started say some roads.
Thankfully to the new Jonama DC who came and said that it's an eyesore. I've seen that you have done they are working on between the Kakato lane towards the assembly to Queen's Hotel to Assembly Lane. I've seen that. You have done well. But the police division now, leading to the big border, the main traffic going to Ashamani Town Johnson, through the market, Vaco Flat, Zonga Kula, Matamalam, and New Town Road. Your friend is saying 22 New York Road. There is no road in Ashama. That is beyond the DC. The DC can do what the only thing the DC can do is to do cutting, but I think we need total overhauling.
Okay.
Of Ashama Road.
Me that say. Ente Mate, and also
now you can now move.
Kwame Abuja Gavins, Pacho Ashama Road no. PNC National Chairman, Osi Honomunya Granty. Quickly, no, yes, Yanko Port Honum. So, CD appreciation, no, Port on Semet then. I Abuama, Nema Modiquama, no name Crabano, Etimi Abuama na.
President Mahama Abaso.
Okay.
For appointing Brigadier General Pacho Semambo in the military. They have their ranks and reduce and they are not issue. Civilian.
Okay.
But I know say the Brigadier General Paul. Okay, no Tanya. Since he has been at I think 3 months has passed or so.
Yeah.
He a very fantastic guy. A military man who come to understand the maritime sector
within this short period.
He's a fast learner.
Wow.
He's able to beef up logistics at the port. In fact, we are Ukotema Port, Mankwadi roundabout, Irani Brothers to Port roundabout, not quite a Gassam area. Of course, there you see that he has given a facelift.
Wow.
He has increased logistics trucks that are supposed to pick container from MPS. Gone are the days that now importers used to cry that my container is sitting MPS for weeks. No. As we speak now, trucks are ready. When Oba no share amount that the GPH were paying to transport, we used to engage private transporters to add to GPH market to go and bring the containers from MPS. But because their payment was nothing to drive home about, many trucks owners were saying, I won't release my trucks to Gapua.
Okay.
But he came in double it, not just double their rate. they have also procured trucks to add to the fleet. And as I speak with you, their trucks are waiting. Just MPS container are here come for them.
Okay.
So there's no more backlog at MPS.
Wow.
The other one is that he has also constructed road from MPS Terminal 2 straight to MPS Terminal 3.
Wow.
So that to cut the traffic and whatever that longevity of taking container from MPS all the way to other outside ICTs.
Okay.
And I can tell you, he has also prepared a system that importers or agents can go to their platform and generate invoice, know how much you're supposed to pay Gapua, and pay even on merchant number, and then you can proceed. And so these are some of the things that the Brigadier General is doing with his management team at the port, supported by Tiobo Azuma, the director of port, the current new director of port.
Okay.
They are doing fantastic. As we speak now, Siri custom is using 10.3, 10.4 or so in calculating duty at the port. Guess about 2-3 months ago or 4 months ago, we were using 14 point something to calculate duty.
14 points.
It was used to be 14.3, 14.4 thereabout, or 5 thereabout.
Okay.
And then we are using 10.4.
Wow.
If you are using 10.4 or 10.3, what it means that the importer who used to pay a duty of 1 million, 2 million, 3 million Ghana cedis has saved a lot. If you used to pay a duty that you are using 14 point something or 12 point something, and now we are using 10.3, 10.4, you have made some savings. And that is why if you go to the market, everybody laugh when you go to the market.
Okay.
That is why if you go to the market women can say, we used to buy this 20 series. Now we are buying it 10 series or 12 series.
Okay.
We used to buy this 100 series. Now we are buying it 50 series. That is why we are seeing everybody. Market women are even doing social media today.
Wow.
To say, look, oil, this yellow gallon
before
that used to cost like 1,003, 1,002 is now running for 600, 650, 700. Sugar that used to go, let's say, about 700 or so, has now come like 600, 650 or so. So prices of goods have really come down drastically. Coupled with my brother that you guys played his video. Sami Gefi gets to that over. That means they have the gold proceeds have brought about $900 million, $500 million to the Bank of Ghana. The gold board has come to consolidate our strength.
Okay.
And this young guy at Gold Board and his team, Prince Aminka and others, are fantastic guy. My office, my leading my delegation, they went and paid them a courtesy call.
Yeah.
The governor of Bank of Ghana and his 2 deputies are working fantastically to make sure that they stabilize and make sure the forest is available.
Okay.
They are telling me, catch the governor and say, or making sure that whatever forest that go to the commercial banks should stay within the 4 corners of the bank. So as a person, you get new business. I will come there with my passport. I'll come there with my documentation that I want to transfer the money to pay my supplier. Not those who want to do money laundering.
Okay.
Commercial banks should not take the money to Alaji and asking me or my people to go to Alaji to buy at a higher rate. What we are now fighting now is the shipping lines rate.
Okay.
And I think this 24-hour economy that is coming will come to address all these things.
Okay.
Thankfully, in 2024, the previous government were able to pass the Shippers Authority Act 2024, Act 2211. And now we are at the complete level. We've even prepared the LI to make it operationalized, to give more power to the Ghana Shippers Authority.
Okay.
Another young man there, Professor Gampo, and his team there, Professor Gampo, and his team there are also doing solid thing, doing proper stakeholders engagement. Yeah, like what the Director General of Ghana Port and Harbour Authority is doing, the Acting Director General, Paul, is engaging the stakeholders, wanted the stakeholders to have our buy-in. As we speak, no, people were asking, oh, is Gapao ready for the 24-hour economy? Okay. I can tell you there have been series of engagement.
Okay.
And MPS terminal is the terminal that the Ghana Port and Harbour Authority are prepared to begin with for the 2024. I mean, for the 24-hour economy. So I can tell you, if you come to the port now, the duty rate has come down,
Okay.
as a result of good policy.
Okay.
As a result of discipline.
All right.
As a result of John Mama. John Mama has not even set up economic management team. I don't think your mama needs any economic management team again.
That's he doesn't
need any economic.
What is happening right now.
No.
He doesn't need any economic management.
In fact, I've forgotten a very hard-working finance minister. Remember, finance minister, when he was going to read the budget, he went to the market.
Yeah.
He speak to market women. He want to understand what market people are looking for. And that was brought into the budget.
Okay.
And everybody, as you speak now, as you could see that there's
sort of calmness,
proper stability. There is tranquility. People, in terms of, there's no insecurity as you speak, as a result of stability in the economy.
So you bet me I can say CD appreciation no and your positive impact.
If I should, as you speak, I'm building my small house so that I can have my peace of mind. When I close it, I go and sleep properly. Is that not it?
Yeah.
When I begin, I used the amount I used to buy tons of iron rod. As you speak, iron rod price have come down. Cement price have come. Yes, I'm telling you. Wow. As a result of what? Fortune, Governor Bank of Ghana, and Dr. Esema, this young man, you guys played the 7JV. These are fantastic guys. They don't stop. They are not bragging.
Now, when I'm bragging, we'll be bragging.
Oh, no, I'm bragging.
Executive Secretary for Importers and Exporters Association on the CD appreciation or Amanema Boaba from it. I said some sort of stability be abem ewo wonga wa mukrani ama ba memo wodi bi nso kwa manone akoton. Eto chem say Bank of Ghana Governor CEO for Gold Board and of course Minister for Finance Dr. Kasiala Tufosen. These three gentlemen o chem say ohwe wonga dwumadima aboye pa my iron road and the cement no so nebo no abafem according to the Executive Secretary for Importers and Exporters Association. Zion, once you report on them.
Yeah.
So is it a matter of say policies no and who this effect and now say way the big bank no every year for a short term big keke maybe a bedroom watching no let's say near asa ajapo akoso.
Yeah.
Report on so then
I think say way ashase. This is just the beginning.
The beginning say
beginning pony. Okay, say it's especially John Dramani Mahama Asia Guta for Okasemi Shromo say duty no share Niama a chair duty or honor. Numbers a dose almost a taxes almost 28 a dose too much. Into Baye Aye Hojuma. Now on starting year Hojuma and pony you this the only thing our taxes is here the exchange rate because a port no idea omudia duty omudi calculated duty exchange rate which is dollar.
Yeah.
And no na you use to calculate into ma nema no ye den no the said the moment I will tackle dollar no it me ma duty no bafo na me interview bi enra obi importer bi Okrah plywood our port
plywood.
Yes. Now plywood no Okrah na otua 545,452.19 cedis. And then otua 403,000 into a several 145,000.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes.
Before no
540 13.09.
No
plywood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now what rate did you
13.907.
Okay.
And I know Okrah
at the time. Yes.
54. I don't know at the time. He was having the document but one year the one into Ochayano. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama buying. And first $1 no bar for was I appeal no be no. And on 403,399.80. Now Obusu Okrah container of pharmaceuticals. Now Otua duty 560,000 Ghana cedis. And then Otua 320,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
Into what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has 340,000 Ghana cedis. Obi Okrah car. Or Okrah car, if I say Cadillac car, 4x4 Cadillac. No, Okrah 420,000. And then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Darumant, Okrah 180,000 Ghana cedis. You have over 200,000 Ghana cedis. This is the economy now we are talking about. Now Obi Okrah a mo port a container port or clear 120,000 and then or clear 70,000 save of 50,000 they are saving 50,000 Ghana cedis. So this is what is happening now. Before say me call on and on yembo ura as a kiabaso
okay
omo gina ho sorry gina say shipping line, especially shipping line meaning the one can wasem or shipping line for nature and they have constantly reduced their prices because of people like him. Until the importers and exporters, so they are always happy because shipping line charge too much. And at the port, they are charging too much. But it's essentially John Dramani Mahama policy at that moment. I'm not saying importers no. Because of the exchange rate, because we use exchange rate, don't calculate your more because of that, Emma, right now, we are high shipping line game. And now people are now appreciating it. Into the tintin in Tate and say, the nya oman penya or economy, I say. Economy, no, and your book, and your profile, practical. Clear example, any over Sami Jenfi. Or buy, what the policy, basic economics, and way. You talk gold, no, you have go. You talk, na Ghana, dear. Na Ghana, ya one day, are bargaining the prices at all. Na sekana ba and check and back next 2 weeks or next 3 weeks. It comes that same day. Na NGO, the Bank of Ghana. It say $1 no, and cobium. This Ghana city and the Ghana city and the to gold no me aton and your dollar the aba. So right now we don't use dollar out, we only need dollar in. That is what we are doing now. It is basic economics and practically people understand it. Among for atias here and you say ye kasi ye bibia but on my do wakumuma uye ejuma pa. And this is what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and in the team, Ato Forsen, Uwe Siama, Sami Jenfi, and the rest of the team.
But the question is that
yes.
This is early days.
Yes.
We are just 6 months into the new administration.
Sure.
The question is, can these gains be sustained?
Energy. Don't forget, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, ethics, code of ethics, Ama Ninko for Onyomubu Omano. Omo code of ethics actually say oye mistake a deal when I'm the yo. It's one we near the home. 2 or say no one can say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on time rano. Humbleness. Omo who say yes or no ye paying impo. Law can deal with him, not you. And he has also tells the discipline now or person a bomb or catch us say on no point in obey you are. Or didn't know about corruption. That's all even Galamse Onkoye.
If I may come in, Ubisana say, is it sustainable?
Yeah.
I will tell you yes. It's going to be sustainable.
How?
One are the days that your goal a carbon thing that we cannot quantify it. We don't even know the percentage of our gold that left the source of Ghana. And so now with the good board, consistently, and say, okay, say, if you are not licensed by the good board, you cannot do good business. What we need to do is that to tighten the borders. Now that they know that what you go by airport, maybe border level, so immigration, non-security, BNI, and including customs officers. Okay. Say any fit for this because I don't know we work as a family try to know say name a day when you say a good and what prompted good board. That's number one. That good if good board will continue to do what they are doing, we are going to continue to have forest liquidity with the Bank of Ghana. 2, this 24-hour economy that is going to be commissioned tomorrow is going to increase in non-traditional commodity export.
Okay.
What do you say?
Okay.
The TTN say, yeah, if we used to take your pawpaw, your bayre, your mango, your cashew, any name of biblia, it raw state echo amana cotton. That's for export.
Yeah.
Saskino and you do to say say add value.
Yeah, the value to it.
Me we free retrieval no catch Sam and say yes. O say yam no. Omo say we should peel it off. Cut it like I'm going to cook it in my. No, then you package parsley well, then you freeze it. When they go to the shelves, what they want today, because who's a bridge or not time. So over juma bar or bread, answer over cocoa fat, sikai, bayern sky, after no cocoa sensisa, answer about answer about cocoa, dabi the time. So if you do the way I'm doing that, what it means is that if you used to work with only 2 people, now you need like 3, 4, 5 people to add it because you are going to do that work. You are adding value. So say if that is gone for export, the cost will not be like if you send raw yam. And so the 24-hour economy is going to give incentive to people to add value to our expanded agro-processing produce.
Okay.
Then we are going to look for more market, not only the American market, not only the UK market. We can look market in the Far Middle East, in Asia. Already we are doing so well in the Chinese market. What do you say?
Yeah.
When Donald Trump was talking about 10% on us and 135 on China, China said, okay, 135, I do 134. He has to hold on because China knew that they don't need anything from America. But we were suffering. Hey, Ghanaian expensive agua. Agua too is dying off, is ending by law. Agua is ending September this year.
Okay.
Then Donald Trump says he's also going to impose 10% on us. As we speak, China and America say they will give them 34. China say, okay, we will also impose 30% on you. And they left it there. So with us, there's still a window for us to have an engagement with them.
Okay.
Now I'm sure our Minister of Trade went to America also. Minister of Finance and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, as we speak, is also in America.
Yeah.
And I think our finance minister and others are also in China also. But we are going to the 24-hour economy is going to explore market. We are going to support the Ghana Export Promotion Authority to get more emerging market for Ghanaian produce to be exported.
Okay.
And so when we do more exports, we are going to bring more proceeds back into the country.
Okay.
My people, I have for PNC organizer and PNC regional chairman. They said they are all watching the program. This program has really
I'll come back to
far.
you and then
so if you ask me in terms of sustainability, that is how we are going to sustain it.
Okay.
But I think the caution is through President Mahama, they should give a political caution to Governor of Bank of Ghana and say, look, hold commercial banks responsible if they offload the forest to the allergies.
Okay.
The allergies, if they are able to kill, or if you don't even kill allergy market at all, let's formalize them.
Okay.
To let them understand that, look, you cannot be doing it as usual. Because the allergies are the people who always speculate.
Okay.
10.3 or 10.4 has been there for very long now. We have been within 10 series to the dollar for more than 2 or 3 months now.
Sure.
And so I can tell you that sustainability wise, it's there.
Okay. But maybe Zion, so with the incoming of 24-hour economy, you been lunch church now. Yabenya nipa yebetimi do won akohihye miamia we no montimi ayeduma in terms of human capacity no yebenya na but mame komransa mame fasida enkoma solar natural clinic sante awon ayedinga mamu amwo kidney hu nsensem no o se minka kire mo sem mra no betimi aboa mo yie pa edura na jofa untumi na o se waye adwuma de mi pa chew but modern hwehwe solar natural clinic fo echira kwan na wo mu a yie pa sexual transmitted infections e bia na oni obi akonya mpem go ready bi na wanya sa yare we a me pa chobo modern hwehwe solak echira kwan ewo kokomlemle oben Harvard Senior High School no ana obetimi afre Dr. Solomon ewo 055 393 2631 055 393 2631 na omwel na Safari Valley fo ose minka kire se won eco resort honom no me pa cho honom eye eligibia eye hohodibia mo etibo modern by bibrima toyamantama West Africa sub-region hanuma me pacho omunkuto no betimi akohonom akoje wani wetimi waye adwuma bre upe bebi kakra na watena se na betimi miamia omu wo massage niamanema omu ye adwuma don hwere aduonu anan nyina 24 hour na omu ye adwuma etibomoden omu se mika jose beye omu guest na omu sumu omu nya otise ohene anaso ohemia na bibia nkoso ye emfa ema omu se mika jose ubetimi ahwehwe won na akọ won abafuti tankase so website www.safarivalleyresort.com no wako na wone wo anya nkita won wo behwe oye pa na won bia ho no no aduan papa ewo ho efei se ubenya mpoko ibi no watena so na wode ubechinchin kama pepacho ne nyina bi nso ewo ho won ewo pool wo ho no ma pepacho uko swim a wangasa obunze wapo mu dewu sem enema nyina bekoso ye kama ede ama bribie ni nso a obetumi afre won ewo 059 691 4394 059 691 4394 obetumi akona power specialist about hospital omise minka che se hepatitis A B C no bomu ewo anu edro sebi obi wo ho ni liver yi ayekese fatty liver ni nyina no fa ko ho obebua ye pa emerima na ewo minka che mu se mu prostate aye large na ayekese no mu famra na obebua mu ye pa osa hu semsem fibroid etiti obi amasebio untimi wo no power specialist about hospital se minka che se bra no muntu ase infamao efe mu amwo kidney stones nso omo se obebua mu ye pa na jirikagire no eye merimedro obarima bia wo so bo adwuma se ne be obetimi age 3 point ne fame wosan ewo herbatin mixture a boost immune system no ibacho won ewo eye kwabenya ewo Okrah Power Hospital bus stop 1 obutu Kumase won ewo fiyase bosontwe kwantipone wo Eduya junction Takrade won eben ewo Anaje estate ewo ben Ahatama Rural Bank no etifa won ewo 0244 544 424 and 020 03 83 831 and 055 5797 878 bomodin ko honom na koje eye ayarehwe Meti Moses obai be se fisheduasa ene ekire ni won asum ye pa na ba ne se prostate hunsam de Meti Moses Herbal and Clinic Center e honom ene ebekọ na wabua ye pa na won adrupa na won so no eboye ema ne manyina dia fusani kama efi biara woni peduane mu no Meti Moses se mika ncho se na adrupa no unya bi na uto na unuma ebebuo ye papa esank se won no eyade se wodi garlic papa ena aye nti bomodin na pabi nanom wo medi garlic capsules ewo honom uko pharmacy anase herbal shop bia mu Ghana fa na nyina ubenye bi na wato na oseminga chemu se hypertension so eyade se eha wadwene ye pa enti mu hwehwe won typhoid malaria stroke STI ene sciatica utinasi kakrabi no twetwetwe niam bi ipacho momodern Meti Moses for aso owo adenta barrier on the police station no ene die nimhwe Accra Central so won ewo Ghana Highway Authority won yard no ajekojo won ni school for the death no ene die nimhwe Kumase wo ahinima kokoben ipacho betimi afra won ewo 0244 068 447 Spanish garlic mixture in the capsules no eyedru papa iba chope bi nanom wa halitosis obarima enum kankan nyade pa so mo being my cats I didn't know enti Spanish garlic mixture in the capsules no bi nanom na obia nso bu nsa na mo jani meye na first July ubehwe no bi du aye ni calendar sa de na enye bomode na jai pe bi nanom ba bi biara ye tonga dro benye bi ato ubetimi afra won 0266 114 111 Edu Herbal ono na odi SMB test no so aba eye merimedro papa ebueye na Food and Drugs Authority wanga jedri atum no wose minka nkyerɛ se SMB test no oberi May utono no ma wankasa ubeje 3 point ubenye bi ato wona na boache Herbal ka so a type of juta AMS wa Takrade Ecos Pharmacy wa Shaiman Big Maron Ewola Pass New Market Rejoice Pharmacy Ewo Carnation Little George Ewo Tema Community 5 ne fei Okrah Kofi Darko so won ewo ho headquarters no ewo Mankasim Befi Chrome eti Fredog ewo 055 837 9545 and 0201 04 4221 and 0243 989368 bomoding na nyabi na well na XYZ for me pamocho mega cash no ye gina yana super. Esi pese ye che usika nti bo modern 44 no na dial star 426 star 5 hash na fa hu jemu bi ye ni mega cash phone ye disika yi every Abraham ya krade keke utwa ye betewo 5 Ghana cedis pe eno ache de ubetumi winning to the tune of 50,000 Ghana cedis na ye ni National Lottery Authority ye number 1 characters platform de so and ye de adwumade and as a gori every Abraham X na twa me no wata enu na nubi eni minimum pamfo eni bia na nga no ma eye nsu papa wankasa hwe nsu se na eni da hokroje kama betu bi wo ye ngadwuma mu ha ana se koto bi ewo mekomo biara mu bi pa cho occasion biara party bia na uriye yi ana se bibi biara obetimi abeto bi na nso udi akọ 7 wa hoho fre 059 627 3546 ana 059 627 3547 na ni nyina mu no Medi Moses fu se mi ga chem se nyankopon ya adoma on the 4th things of this month no obey free health screening our ministries Ghana Highway Authority one yard nemu etu betimi aba ho bi ajekojo nso betimi akoho adenta barrier so obey bi nefe kumase ahine makoko ben eti bo modern fa ho jemu ana betimi afre 0244 068 447 enyumeku wan ada romantina ne den so edi the Gumbe show no every Abraham or TVXYZ so mi pacho mi din dia Okrah Kofi Darko ene mi na metina mu ede ama eye oheneba buama benie na uhwe obre na sima eye eduonu enum na aboapa eye na djofa no nkron na enche ye de dwuma ni nyina beba na weti ma me nko Orasaki hotel na mi bisa ne se ochina ye be launch the 24-hour economy no deg na ohwe nim ye betumi anya human capacity se ne orika no ne add value to nyama ye de kwa ma no ne ekoto wana.
I think let me say that President Mahama is giving all his best, his attention to the 24-hour economy. The 24-hour economy is going to be the game changer for President John Dramani Mahama government. In fact, if you listen to Duncan Williams preaching this morning, he says that he has no much years, but the few years left, he's going to leave a mark. President Mahama said that our first maiden meeting, he sat through, he's the one chairing the 24-hour economy, especially the accelerated export development, which is going to imbibe into the 24-hour economy. And so his interest is there. He really wants to see Ghanaian increase our portfolio in terms of export, non-traditional commodity export. Nema mebubono. And not just exporting in the raw state, but adding value before exporting. That could bring more for us. And now, the 24-hour economy is going to create job for youth, yes, for sure. Because not only in the factories alone, but come to our security agency. You will need more security to be out there to protect. If you go to, I think, Kenya or Rwanda, in the night, there are soldiers all over in town to protect the citizens, not to harass them. You understand? So police will definitely need to recruit. Fire service will definitely need to recruit. Immigration will need to recruit. Military will need to recruit. So we have more. Or to go into collaboration with the private security. I went to Philippines prior to the vote, before the vote, in November. Filipino, if you get there, you see private security well armed. And that comes back to how we pay our private security. So the government can go into collaboration with these people. So these are sectors that are all going to have, if you have to increase, as a private company, you have to increase your security operatives. You are going to employ more. Besides that, in the ports, we are going to engage more. They have to increase more workers. So I can tell you that 24-hour economy is going to be the game changer. It's something that the whole government machinery has an interest. And the one who's leading 24-hour economy is no other person than Gusitano. And Gusitano has I think he has made mention of the amount. I think he said we need about $4 billion. $4 billion. $4 billion. And so far, I think he said they have looked about, is it 400 million? To the 24-hour economy. And so I can tell you, these are serious guys. And when you come to see the committee, the composition of the committee, the 18 committee member that President Mama himself added 19.
Yeah.
They are very top guys.
Okay.
And everybody is poised to work with.
Okay.
GRA is ready for 24-hour economy.
Okay.
GPHA, when I say GRA, I'm talking about Ghana Revenue Authority. Through the custom division.
Okay.
Because our custom department must be ready for the 24-hour economy.
Okay.
The Ghana Port and Harbour Authority Director General is ready. And his directors, the Tema Port Director, they are already made the presentation where I have seen it.
Okay.
And so I can tell you that giving the birth to the policy tomorrow will tell us the direction in the next 1 year and next 2 years that we are going to go. Okay. And I know that there's going to be SOP, standard operating procedures, as to where, and then targets. Okay, set out target that, look, by this time to this time, we want to see this result coming. And the committee is comprised with seasoned businessmen and women, and technocrats. And I'm sure we are going to support the president to really achieve this needed objective. Okay. I am happy that the National Coordinator paid the courtesy call to the Speaker of Parliament and then inviting him, because I remember about 3 weeks ago, I was on one of the sister stations, Metro TV. Okay. Then a ranking member of Trade and Tourism Committee in Parliament, Honorable Fifi Befi, right?
Yeah.
Ran in and said that they were briefed. As a committee member, they went to the secretariat, and the secretary only briefed them, but they did not see the document. Thankfully, I'm told, say, he went there yesterday. The document is now ready. President will commission it tomorrow, launch it tomorrow. Then they will now have it. I'm happy that the speaker requested that they should, as a government, they should bring an LI to give you more authority, so that successive government that will come after John Mahama government, it will be continued like the way IE and others are all coming, health insurance, and IE all come to stay.
Very well.
And I can tell you that that is going to be a game changer, and it's going to reduce the unemployment that we are all seeing in this country.
May I say, Okrah Samson Asaki, are we going bet? Zion, within a minute, no near family, and we're not. Ochana no time ben ye lunch.
I didn't say asempa any diaba.
Okay.
24-hour economy. And GPHA, omo pilot program port hall. Omo me who say on my who say yes, am I ready? Say on be rule 24-hour. Edi any 24-hour economy. Ghana youth out there no ebenya ejuma aye. Okay. Now, if I say importers are omokra niema omutua demurrage because when you be we want me pay that very night minty. Okay. Train the next day. Now we free no our kokotua demurrage and then 24-hour economy say oniema no about 1 a.m. kra musabeka oniema. Customs ebe be your container 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Ome inspection of your containers. Ome release your container car at the obeba warehouse. Okay. And it say yeah na total economy shake-up. This is how we want to reset Ghana economy. Okay. And the 24-hour economy is a pivot. And the idea is the economy. Okay. And trust me, in the next 4 years of our economy, everything will look prosperous because leader now we leader Ghana in Kanko. And that is the only thing we need now. The ever kind of say yes, in Paibo and in Shra, Emma Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Nindiani Nyansa, any Akmapa or the Jumano, Yame and man more and more. And Uncle for many years during a Sramo, some moon nim Uwa Monshana, or more as administration. Yes, Mofanya, the Swadi, okay, and a grassroots in a Sramo, Moon saw Mu, Namumo Mojuma. Mamu more musica, mumu ejuma and at grassroots here. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Emma appointment as slow, also appointing Kofo. Let's show no munye because we here obi abwawa. Ghana for Monsorio, yeah, sorry. Okay. This is the time to make sure say grassroots are happy. And that is all we need to do.
May I say, Okrah Abdullahi Sakra or a national communication team member.
See, if you go to the port there. They are not ready. They are in terms of logistics. They are ready in terms of human capital. They are ready. In terms of terminal. MPS is going to be the main terminal for this 24-hour economy. And I can tell you, the port is really to take off.
May I say, when so Okrah Samson Asaki, I will go better. Executive Secretary. My Importers and Exporters Association Dochana a 24-hour economy no wabepa ho entema wabelanche Okrah International Conference Center exactly 9:30 a.m. anopa ochena no pan 9:30 a.m. pepepe and obepa ho ntama ewo Accra International Conference Center. It is said His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nankasa obedi enim wobra eye oraguzita no so no no ye oma oto omampanyifo wo ho so obehwe se dwumadi nyina ebeba so omagade hye ha enene yedi the Gumbe show dwumadi nyina besi ede amamo miwa CK tutu na anadwefo uhwame memu ajo ene femiwa okata ene Okrah Kofi afo mimpanyifo mi wafanom amwo okuman ewo ekwapem ekropon importem ena anadwefe mi mamu ajo ye papa midamo nyina rase sana den so mu follow ya mu hwe adwumade mu de mu adwenkyira bra ye wo Facebook midamo ase bre no ama me kwangiti nyankropon ya doma yawda ye hia mekenkan ne nyina ra ede amamo midamo ase pi mi production team Ralph director and sound Emmanuel Nete camera eye Kofi midamo ase midende Okrah Kofi Darko ahobrase kwangso ena me besom mu ena anadwofe mi betena mu ema ohene ba boama banie midamo ase ema mo enehwe